I said that one day there's going to be a random live stream, unannounced, where I'll just come on and we'll all be celebrating together, right? I'll just be playing some random dance music and just be dancing till I pass out, right? And then I said something to the effect that, that day you're not going to be able to tune into too many places because you're not going to have internet. Your internet will be out. So I said, you're kind of going to have to watch me, if you really, really like me. You'd have to if I'm the only thing on TV. Otherwise, you shut it off and then you watch nothing. Anyway, many of you question, well, if the internet's not working, like you just said, how are we supposed to tune into you? Well, that's what Next Phase is. Next Phase is the name of our new internet. A lot of people have been incorrectly calling it quantum internet. I don't know why they're calling it that. It's not quantum internet. The name of our new internet system is called Next Phase. Next Phase is an internet system that is currently active, that has not been announced to the public, and no one could get to it currently unless they're told exactly how to do that. The World Wide Web, WWW, and all of these different domains that you're used to typing in to go to your favorite sports site or your banking website or even Telegram or Streamlabs or DLive or Rumble, all of these websites that you're used to going to, you will no longer go to them. In fact, when the plug is pulled on the internet as we know it, none of those will be active anymore. You will simply not be able to open an internet browser as you know it and type in any sort of web address. There will be no more web. I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but the internet was hijacked a very long time ago and taken over by the cabal. And they infiltrated every end of the internet, from search engines to shopping to credit card processing, everything you could possibly think of. There is sex trafficking galore on the internet right now. People talk about, and I've talked about it before, people talk about the dark web. The dark web is just as bad. And you say, well, of course the dark web is bad. The dark web is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is the dark web isn't an alternative to the internet that we have now. It's still part of the internet, still part of what is owned by the cabal. Everything that we do is tracked by them, by the bad guys. Every website you go to, I don't care if you have a VPN, I don't care if you have a privacy, anything. You are a slave. You are enslaved. You think Lincoln ended the slaves and then it just ended there? No. Lincoln ended slavery as we knew it, but the new modern day slavery is in full force. At any given time, if anyone wanted to, they could completely change your opinion on anything. They know what you think. They know the keystrokes that you make. They know your passwords. They could get into your email. They could get into your text messages, your cell phone. They could frame you if they want to for a crime. There is no protection on our current internet. In fact, our internet is so corrupt that it makes the Joe Biden administration look like angels from heaven. Next Phase will eliminate the internet forever. We will still have connectivity around the world to each other, and the connectivity will be, number one, free, because charging for internet is nothing but one giant scam. There is no need to pay for an internet connection. That bill that you pay every single month just goes right in the hands of the cabal, and there's nothing that has to be done to have you connected to the internet right now. They are just taking money out, and if you don't pay it, they shut off your internet. But they don't do anything to supply that internet. There's nothing that they have to, that's 100% profit. So the groundwork that is needed for next phase, for this new version of the internet that we're going to have, we're actually going to get away from using the term internet. There will be no more WWW. The phrase internet will be no more. It will be phased out of our language, and a new product will be presented to us. It will also be instantaneous. It's not something that's going to be out a slow roll where you wouldn't have access immediately to your online banking or to anything that you're used to frequenting that needs an internet connection. Like my live stream, you will immediately have access to everything that you've had access to before. It's going to be rolled out in, ironically, phases. Phase 1 is going to be sign up. Phase 2 is going to be connectivity. And phase 3 is going to be transfer. And the reason why they chose to call this whole operation next phase is because you're always looking for a next phase. So the first phase, which would be sign up, you'll be instructed on what to do to have access to this platform. And as I said before, it is free. There's nothing that you're going to have to do. Similar to an EBS message, how we're all expecting EBS any moment, you will get a message directly to all of your devices, whether it's a television, a smartphone, a laptop, a tablet, a computer, whatever. You'll have a direct message right on there that will direct you to sign up for next phase. It'll actually say, phase is going to be the word that becomes popular here because they did some cool graphics with it and stuff like that. So it's going to say phase 1, and it's going to give you instructions, and you're going to put in a bunch of stuff. What exactly you're going to put in, I'm sure it's going to be name, contact information, stuff like that. It's going to be hardwired right through. They have the ability to access your data at any time. If they want to get on your device right now, boom, all it takes is, oh shit. Okay, everybody's still alive? All right. They could message you whenever they want. That system is well in place. So you'll sign up the next phase, and they're going to make that a cool thing. Next phase, phase 2, it's going to be phase. The next phase is going to be connectivity. After you submit all that stuff, you're going to be connected, and there will be instructions on what to do to access your new browser and your new way of connectivity, and instructions on how to do so, how to gain access to that and what to do next. And then the final phase, phase 3, I don't think they're calling it phase 3. I think they're calling it final phase. Phase 3 is going to be transfer. So anything that you had access to before, such as all those websites or the browsing data or anything that came from the internet, all those companies aren't going to have to start new websites with this new company. It is literally just going to be picked up from there and put over here. And then you will have access to it. Except those people that ran that internet, that ran that World Wide Web before, gone. They no longer have access to next phase. There's a rumor that final phase will be spelled PHINAL phase, PHASE. There's a rumor. I can't confirm or deny that. But if it is spelled that way, maybe you'll know why. Told you guys I've been busy. Yep. It's in place. It's ready to go. You may have some questions such as, well, how does such a large undertaking get done, like that? How long has it been in place? Well, believe it or not, our planet, everything is connected. Everything. We are constantly connected. I am connected right now to somebody in Bulgaria. I am connected to London. It's at our disposal. We have the ability to access technology that immediately gets you connected to someone across the world. Across all of flat Earth, I could get to the edge of flat Earth. I know there's not an edge, but I could get to the person way over there, way across there. Just like that. We don't need wires. We don't need cables. We don't need any of that. You are automatically connected to those people. You're connected to everything and everyone at all times. You just need the protocol. You just need the access to certain technological factors in order to get you there. You just don't know what you have to do in order to do it. You don't need a whole bunch of equipment. You need none of that. There's nothing our world is a whole lie. We think that we need an internet cable coming into our house, going into a modem that connects to a router that supplies a signal to our devices so we can access internet. That's bullshit. You don't need that. Similarly, you don't need to wire a house to a 200 amp panel that goes out to a utility pole, in which that's just control. They're controlling you.